Okay, welcome to Learn Golf with Cassie. Today, it's just going to be video's going to be me. Cassie's going to video me. We're going to see where my game is at the moment. I'm 51 this week. Just see if I can keep my game in good shape. Let's get into it. Okay, so here at the Gold Coast, we're starting on the 10th hole, which is par 5. I'm taking 3 wood because I don't want to go past the corner. Hit that one really nicely. Taking a 3 hybrid just to put myself up in the middle. I've got about 70 yards and I'm playing my release 2 stance A2 from the Dan Greaves. I catch it a little bit thin, even though it's really not my best swing there. It actually stayed on the green. Now I've smashed this one. Previous day I was on a very slow green and I hadn't had a putt yet. And that is usually the result when you haven't rolled a putt on the practice green. Smashed it right through. It was a long one. This is for a 5. So just lose that to the right. 6. It's not a disaster start. Par 3 here. Taking 8 iron. It's about 150. It was a nice swing. Very straight. Just a few feet short. I'm going with release 1 with a 52, standing very upright, just letting it fly halfway and roll out. These are key putts in any round, in any score. So this is about 2.5 footer, maybe 3. And roll that one in for par, so okay. This par 4 drifts to the right, but I've just lost it a few feet to the right there, and so now you can see I'm blocked by the trees and I have to just punch out forward, leave myself 90 yards to get the up and down. And again, I've played the Dan Greaves. This is an A3 stance. I'm very happy with the way it stopped, nice and soft. So I've given myself a look for par. It's a 15 footer, just missed. So okay, tap in for a 5. So started with 2 bogeys and a par. This is the most difficult 4 holes on the course. This is a drive I quite often get wrong, so I was really happy with that. I hit that one about 260. Just got a pitching wedge here, and because it's an early swing, didn't quite get through it. I've left that about 15, 20 yards short, which bit surprising. So I'm going for a release 2, a higher shot. Not too bad technique wise, but I never really had enough energy to get it to the landing point. So here's another par putt from the same sort of range. Never really gave that a chance, but again we've walked off with bogey, no disasters. Now I've hit 3 wood here to make sure, again, I don't go right through the corner. Happy with that. It was a nice 3 wood. I was swinging the 3 wood very, very solidly. This is very uphill. This is a green you don't mind being short, but you do not want to be long. So I came up just a little bit short. This is an uphill against the grain shot. This is the release 1. And a little bit more drivey with the 52, leaving myself that putt. Very happy with that one. To a par 3, so I'm 3 over after 5. Thought I'd just underhit that one, but the 8 iron found the green, actually not too badly at all. 20 footer. Now I was very conscious on trying to make sure I gave it a good pace and the line held as well, so birdie there. So it kind of cleans up the slow start. So I'm 2 over now after 6. Now I am a 5.5 handicap, so on the course here it'd be 6 shots. This is a very scoreable hole. I'm taking 3 wood over the corner. It is reachable with the driver, but there's no point. Now I've got the A2 stance with a release 2 coming up. I've been practicing this a little bit, as actually the distance was fine. I just kind of leaked it, and I've got release 1 with a 56 here. It just lands on the fringe and gets at that fringe kick, but no danger. Another par. So we're 2 over par going down the 8th. Right is loads of space, so whilst it looks like I hit a bad shot there, it was actually fine. I've got a 6 iron going into this tee, this green. It was not too bad. Cassie's not going to catch it on camera, but I'm just to the right. I use a pitching wedge here to make sure I don't pull up short, but still didn't quite give it enough. I've left myself that 6-footer, and this hole is very difficult to hole apart. I think I've got this one just nicely. It gets to the front and goes down there, but handicap, stroke index 2, I'm okay with bogey there. And this is one of my favourite holes for driving. Got the driver, I tried to go really soft, make sure I was not trying to overpower it. Hit a straight bullet, 292, with what didn't seem like a massively hard swing. I can now go for the green at about 206 to the middle. I'm going to double cross it though with my hybrid. No danger, just back left bunker. Par 5 though, so out of this bunker I'm playing a basically release 2 shot, putting a lot of my weight into the left side, and very happy with the release. Gives myself a good chance of birdie, good look at birdie. And this one felt okay, I just didn't get the line. I needed inside left and I gave it straight. So nice par. So I'm 2 over after 9 and then hit just a disastrous shot with a hybrid. I'm playing for safety and my hips invaded the space and I just flared it to the right. So I'm taking the hybrid again and I do the exact opposite. Safe, but I'm in that bunker now for 3. So from having no real problems all day, I'm now in a bit of a pickle. From the bunker I miss it right, great strike, but I get a hell of a good bounce and roll down the hill. Watch this come out now, I mean, ridiculously good. So I'm here, if I can 2-putt it's a double. The question is, can I 2-putt? And I've given myself just a bit outside of comfortable, and it just ducks away. So I've made a 7. I've really messed up my score. I'm 5 over. Next hole I hit a good drive down there's OB right and OB left, so it's not one you can be loose on, but I've hit that about 275. And again I'm working on that stance 3 here, A3 from Dan Greaves, and making sure I get nice soft hands, got the height, it'll land really softly, and that's one of the things that I've noticed with this technique. It really lands softly and gives you much better chances. So this is for a par, not too bad a putt. Knock that in for an easy 4. So I've gone triple bogey par. I'm trying to basically steady the ship. 8 iron here, one of the best shots of my day, really in control of that, and again it lands soft and sits, which gives me just 10 feet instead of it bounding on. So just a little roll down the hill here, and I feel like the toe is releasing on it a little bit better, and their second birdie of the day. So I've kind of steadied the ship, and then I do this. This is basically the same as on the 10th hole, but with a 3-wood. I've lashed it to the right. Fortunately it's only a 1-shot penalty. I'm in the drop zone here. Wind is now getting up, it's right behind me. I've got pitching wedge 120. Really like the swing again, and we're going to see that I end up over the back, short-sided, so I'm having to do a very small release 2-shot, very soft hands, and get that in exactly the right spot. Any further, that's going 10 feet past. But I've given myself now a good look at 3 feet away. It's a little bit right side edge, and at this stage I'm putting quite nicely and make another par. Now this is a par 5. I can go over the corner. I kind of bailed out against that one, but actually as long as you can hit it 250, you're fine. So I've got about 210 to the flag, par 5. Taken hybrid just for safe. You cannot go long. Long is OB. Just over the green is OB, so I've left it just in front of the bunker.
I don't know, actually, it might be in the bunker.
No danger. And another release 2 on its way. Not bad. Just a little bit short, but you have to be under the hole. If you're above the hole, you're dead. So this is for birdie. A little bit tentative, but we're okay there. From there, it's a straight putt. So another par 3 over the ravine. 5 iron here, 180. I was debating 6 iron. Hit a great shot. It was actually a little bit too much. Just off the green putting. Nearly sneak a birdie there, but it's another nice tap-in par. Most of the pars have been pretty easy finishes. Just tap that in for par. Now par 4, a little bit uphill, taking 3-wood. If you take driver, I have a tendency to go up that hill. As it is, I'm a little bit up it, but I took a 6 iron, nice release. Hitting the ball really solidly. I'm on the green, another 15-footer, big swinger, as you'll see, so the pace drops, swings around. So another easy tap-in par. So I'm still only, I think, 3 over. Going for the corner again. 250 takes it all over the trouble, but I've bailed to the right, which is still okay if you have enough distance. Taking a 3-wood from 200 on this par 5. I've double crossed it again. You'll see a bird fly away in a minute. That's where my ball was. So I've gone left with the green, but I've got a look. I'm taking 56, but doing a release 1. I've landed it just on the front, and it's rolling right down to the hole. So very happy with that. I'll tap in with my wedge for birdie. So 3 birdies, and then hit a 3-wood here. The wind always pushes it to the right, so I took 3-wood for safety and got blown into the bunker. No play, just to come out left. I've actually taken a 52 here, come out to the left, and it was a nice shot, and left myself about 80-yard shot in here. Again, stance A3, 56. I like the shot. I'm liking this. They're landing nice and soft. This one actually managed to stay just in the rough, so I've got 2 putts for bogey, and this is exactly what I did on the 10th hole when I made my triple. I left the lag 2 feet out and then pulled the next one. So I've made double there, which is a bit of a pain. Okay, so a quick round up. We can see on my Garmin watch I shot a 79 7 over. I mean, it was pretty decent. My handicap here is 6, so that little tap, missed putt at the end, kind of like missed my handicap par. 40 out, which was our back 9, 39 in. Fairways 10 of 14. It's pretty standard for me there, and I do tend to miss anything to the right. Greens in average, greens in regulation, 50%. That's probably a bit better than normal actually. And then finally, putts, that's pretty standard as well. Usually around 28, 29 would be a good day. 30, 31 would be an average day. And I had those 2 3 putts, one on the 10th and one on the last hole. So that was a fairly representative round of how I play golf. I'll have mostly pars. Today 3 birdies was actually probably 1 more than normal, but a triple today from really nowhere, just 1 bad swing. I would say I probably played 2 bad shots and missed 2 little tap-ins, almost less than 3 feet anyway. And so that's what I do. I kind of play that kind of golf. Some days that'll be a 77, some days that might be an 81, but generally speaking, below 80 is fairly common. Around 77, 76 would be pretty good day. If I am right on it with the putter, usually it's the putter. If I'm on it with the putter and making those sort of clean up putts, then it might be down to 75, 76. Okay, I hope that was interesting. I play with Cassie a lot. You've watched our videos, but I very rarely do an in-depth walk around with my game. As I say, I'm almost 51 now, but I haven't lost the distance, which is nice. And that we're going to do some videos coming up about how I keep my distance with what looks fairly like a sort of like smooth, slow swing. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Remember to subscribe, give us a big like, and comment if you want to have any questions or you want to see any other different types of content. We'll see what we can do. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.